Well, we received word late last night that 8 average Americans are being tapped as citizen co-chairs of the president's upcoming inauguration. We're told that the group was created to highlight the president's first-term accomplishments by giving examples of lives that were improved by Barack Obama's actions. It includes an auto worker who got called back to work after the auto industry bailout, a patient who says they might have not have been eligible for health insurance, and a single mom who was able to send her son to college after receiving Pell Grants. Joining me now, Juan Williams, a Fox News political analyst, and Ben Ferguson with the Icon Radio Network and host of the Ben Ferguson Show. Hi, guys. So,
hi.
He's already taken some heat for this because, you know, people are saying it's a little self-congratulatory. It's not typically done, and it's a little, look at all the people I've helped. You know, good for me. But is there anything inappropriate about that, Juan?
No, it's his inauguration, and I think that, you know, I remember back to covering Ronald Reagan. I mean, he introduced the idea of bringing people into the balcony when he was giving the State of the Union to illustrate the points that he was trying to make, the programs, the legislative agenda he had set for himself. And I think this is a lot like this. And I'm also reminded of the criticism that the president attracted yesterday when he had those young people, those children, at the ceremony for his signing that his executive orders on gun control. But the idea, I think, is, as I understand it from the White House, to exhibit core values that attach to this administration. So this is the president saying, this is who I am. I stand for someone who didn't have health care before. I stand for a gay person who wants to stay in the military. I stand for veterans who served and now deserve a job in our country. So, I mean, that's all upbeat stuff to my mind, Megan.
Ben?
Well, Juan, there's also people in there that I'm sitting there going, you got a guy that got an overinflated salary and we lost money bailing out an auto company. You've got another guy that's going to get some tax breaks because he picked the right sector that Barack Obama chose to put money into with green and alternative energy. I mean, if the president wants to have people come to Washington, D.C. and praise him, and that's what he's doing, he's saying to the American people, look how grand my ideas are. Look at these people who would not have been able to accomplish anything in life if it wasn't for my government and my presidency coming together to save them. She would have died of cancer, he would still be unemployed, and he wouldn't have any wind power. I mean, if that's not a little bit of narcissism from the president to have them come and tell him how great he is. I mean, also on the inauguration day, what are we telling the American people? You can't accomplish anything without the great Barack Obama giving you something that he thinks you need? Come on.
Does it play into that narrative, what we heard about him before, Juan?
No, I was taken by Ben's approach here because I thought it was so over the top. I mean, the idea that government helps people, it's a government of the people, by the people, for the people. And the idea that government actually helps people, I think we should be saluting that. I don't have any problem with that. I don't think that these folks, Ben, would think, in line with what you just said, that they wouldn't accomplish anything in life without Barack Obama. I think they would be offended by it. I think, to the contrary, what they're saying is, you know, in some situations, like the woman who had the brain tumor and who then got health care coverage, that was a positive, and she sees that as something that benefits all the American people and everybody who cherishes life.
And Juan, if you would have used just her as an example and said, there's a woman here today that we did a great thing in health care, I probably would be a little bit more on board with it. But when you bring up 8 sectors of how brilliant you are, and then you parade them in front of the American people acting as if they wouldn't have done this without his policies and his presidency. I mean, I went to college and there were some grants I got, and Barack Obama didn't do that for me. And I also got fired once, and I found another job instead of being out of work for a year. And instead of sitting there waiting, man, I sure hope Barack Obama gets me my job back in a year.
The Pell Grant, well, I mean, President Obama got some increased funding for Pell Grants, but I mean, I had a Pell Grant when I was in college. My executive producer had it. So his point is maybe, Juan, you know, the president, is he taking too much credit for? I mean, he got in trouble, I don't know how long ago this was, within the past year, for altering the bios on the website for the White House. Like, he went into President Reagan's bio and was like, just like me. You know, it wasn't exactly that, but he was tying all these former presidents' accomplishments to his own. And then people got upset saying, don't mess with the bios of the people who preceded you in office, and said it was narcissistic, that word that Ben just used. And so does he risk, you know, the same accusation?
I think, look, I deal with politicians every day. I think they're narcissistic to the point
Goes
of
with
psychosis.
The territory.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of lunacy. There's a lot of lunacy in the town. But the idea that in politics today that you make an illustration, and it's in this case personification, human beings who stand for your values. Look, you may not like his values, you may not like him, but there's no question he's saying this is who I am, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah. Now here you see him. Here you see him taking the oath of office first time around, and this is going to be interesting because when he goes to take the office this next time around, it will technically, he's going to do it 4 times. He will be inaugurated 4 times. Yeah. Number 1 was when he tried to take it in 08. Number 2 was after the Chief Justice, John Roberts, messed up the oath, and then he messed up the oath in response, so he had to take it a 2nd time privately. Then he'll have to take it a 3rd time on Sunday, which is the date the Constitution says he has to do it. And then he'll take it a 4th time for the pomp and circumstance we have to have on Monday. Now, can anybody tell me why we have to? Why can't we just do it on? Why do we have to have Sunday and Monday?
Oh, it's the law.
It's so he can. It's so he can go in on the White House bios and say, "I was inaugurated more than Ronald Reagan."
4 times. I'm like FDR.
That's the best way to book it.
Yeah.
I'm better than George Bush.
No, but he's the equal of FDR. I like what Megan said.
Listen,
he was the only guy who ever served 4 times. But no, it's the law, Megan. He has to do it.
He doesn't have to do the Monday thing. He has to do the Sunday thing.
Oh, no. He has to do the Sunday thing, but that's in private because, as you know, the event at the Capitol is on Monday.
I know, but why? Why can't we just have the event at the Capitol on Sunday?
Oh,
because...
agree. Oh, well, you agree. What do you agree with?
I don't know. Listen, I'm going to have to figure this question out before Brett and I are co-anchoring our coverage, which is on Sunday and Monday. But before I let you go, I want to take you back. I hope Brett is watching, to 2008. I was on the Mall at Barack Obama's first inauguration, freezing. And it's like New Year's Eve in Times Square. People go out there hours and hours in advance to await the big moment. I mean, it's history in the making. It's, a presidential inauguration, whether you backed the candidate or not.
Big deal.
It's part of American history. So here is a fun moment from my experience on the Mall 4 years ago. Stand by. But people are ready. They came prepared. They have layers. They have food. And I want you to meet Tanya quickly before I let you go. Meet Tanya. She's from Maryland.
Hello.
All right, now I have to show you what she is wearing, Brett. Look how Tanya has prepared for her day on the National Mall. Tanya, let's see these layers.
Okay, I have hand warmers, gloves in my pockets. I have body warmers. I also have my food. I'm very prepared.
Show them what she's got on here. Look at this, Brett.
Well, don't tell her to take it off.
My Lunchables. My Lunchables.
She's got her Lunchables in there, Brett.
Underneath of that layer, I have my waters. And also, I have my camera in this pocket.
Gotta have the camera.
Exactly.
Love Obama.
Exactly.
She said nothing was going to stop her from being here. Is that right?
No way.
She should have gone skiing with that lady with the avalanche beacon earlier. They could have been best friends.
Talk about be prepared. I hear she's out there right now waiting for round 2, or technically 3 and 4. All right, guys, thanks for being here.
Take care, Megan.
Thanks.
We'll see you. And so, yes.